Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online challenge. We're back with Eldrazi ramp on the play for game one. We'll reveal Devourer. Looks like this is Zoo. Okay. In that case, I mean, I kind of want the Chrysalis if possible. Yep, we'll go Chrysalis. Stomping Ground, tapped, and pass. And pass. Flooded Strand, passing. Draw. Verdant Catacomb, fetch for a forest. Talisman, pass. Flooded Strand, fetch, surveil. Yep. And pass. Flooded Strand and Kavu. Draw. Second Chrysalis is pretty good here. Misty Rain for another forest. Chrysalis number one. And pass. And hold. Land for turn. Sign of Draco. That will resolve. On average, they play like 3 consigns main. I will not block. It would be a poor decision on my part. And draw. World Breaker. I almost want to set up this K return, but I don't think I'd be able to do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, not in a meaningful way. We can play Chrysalis and Myco if we want. That's something we can do. It might be worth it. Though that would mean we'd only have 6 and not 7, so I think just the Chrysalis is correct. We'll pass. I mean, we have the power necessary to block both now. But mind you, the Kavu does have first strike. Flooded Strand, fetch. Currently have 8 mana as it stands. Winter Night Stories, draw 3, pitch 2 unless they pitch a creature. I imagine they pitch a creature. No, pitch 2. Interesting. They pitched a creature, but it also pitched a Leyline of the Guild Pact. Huh. Passing. And draw. K command's also pretty good. I mean, I'm thinking we go Devourer, hit the Leyline binding. So let's go 8 minus 2 would be 6. So we can't go Myco. Alright, in that case, yes. Trigger 1. 2. And 3. Devour of Destiny targets the Leyland Guild Pact. Does the body resolve? The body resolves. Could really use a soul land here off the top. Flooded Strand fetch. Temple Garden. Shocked. Likely a Leyline Binding. Targeting Writhing Chris. Okay. Yeah, Soul Land would be clutch. Paying cost, another Binding. Another Chrysalis down. This does make it more complicated now, doesn't it? We can thankfully get rid of the Kavu Vacay command. Stories, tapping the Kavu. Oh, does play in a Stubborn Denial, pitching a Kavu. Steam Vent Shock. Another Kavu. We'll take 4 down to 9. Because I have no reach blockers now. I do wonder if maybe the World Breaker was correct. Would have given me the 3rd reach blocker. Draw. Lab. Oh, that is a soul land, mind you. But not the one I wanted. Ugin Lab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 7. We could kick, though they have 1, 2, 3, 4. We could shrink the Kavus, yeah? I'm thinking just casting the Mycospawn's probably correct here. I'll grab the Temple. And pass loading up K command. I want them to fetch here. In response, I'm going to ramp and exile. What I want is 10 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to be short one, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Ramp exile still. Exile the Kavu. And done. Kavu down. And passing. I'm gonna double block the Kavu. Go to blocks, block, and block. Bolt. Yep. Kavu survives. Pain cost 4. Another Kavu. 2 in hand now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need an untapped land. Draw. That's unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sprawl. For red. Return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Trigger target the Sign of Draco. Draco down will pass. Yeah, it would have been nice to sweep the board. We are dead to a Flage. Yield all. Denial out. Go to blocks. We block 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And draw. Cast Talisman. And pass. We can feed the K return to yard and return the World Breaker. Surprised they try and exile the World Breaker. I'll go to blocks. 1, 2, so yeah, go to blocks. Block. End step. K return. Consign. Return World Breaker. Sack the lab. One card left in hand. Are we able to somehow squeeze out? Ooh, Ugin's also pretty nice, but I think we... 1, 2, 3... They could theoretically double Flage me. And they draw into a land. I think I have to go for the World Break regardless. So we're going to want to World Break after the K return resolves. So World Break the Leyline Binding. Yield all. Yes. Fetch. And pass. And pass. Land. Do they have Flage? Fails to find. Draws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plays around Stubborn Denial. Plus Ugin. Opponent scoops it up. We got the win. Solid. Alright. Heat in... I believe... We have changed our minds a little bit about ice still. So how do I want to do this? So return out Nature's Claim, Zoo. Nature's Claim, Heat in, no fade. Yeah, I feel like 2/2 might be right here. 2 heat, 2 claim. We could bring in the third claim by trimming the Ghost Quarter. The Ghost Quarter feels a little less consequential here. And the third claim feels a bit better by comparison. The thing is, the Fade and K returns can get both underneath a lane on the Guildpact Sino Draco. So maybe 2 Fade, 1 claim, 2 heat. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I definitely need to rethink this, especially if Charma is common, because right now it's 2.1 and 64% of zoo lists. So I feel pretty confident that keeping the Ice Tills to play around the Charmals is probably correct. And just that way we can rebuild. Because they have a hard time dealing with the body unless they dedicate a lot of targeted removal or the binding. I can make this work. Question is what order. I don't think it matters too much. I'm going to keep this. There is a world where I might need to play Sanctum ahead of Commercial District, though. Alright. We'll pass. Flooded Strand. Passing. Draw. There's Ice still. I suppose we should play around Stubborn Denial. So let's actually go Commercial District first. Forest. Then play Forest, Sprawl Forest, plays around Denial, then Talisman, which we don't. I'll say Forest to Yard here, yes. Pass. We always pick that up if I still. Flooded Strand fetch. Surveil. Okay, so unlikely that we see Sign of Draco on 2. Leyline Guild Pact. We'll pass. Steam Vent Shock. So no Kavu tapped. Draw. A second Sprawl. Forest. Sprawl. Red. So we can play around Stubborn now, but just by just going Sprawl then. Sprawl. Green. Pass. And pass. Arid Mesa. Temple Garden Shock. Is this a Flage? Kavu. Holding up blue. Draw. Devourer. In that case, I will play Sanctum of Ugin. Ice Still. Forest. Mill a card. Talisman. No Stubborn Denial. Alright, we'll pass in full. Might be a consign in hand, though. Also could be nothing. Pain cost. Leyline Binding, it's the Ice Till. Okay. Take 4. Discard a card. Draw a card. Bolt. Draw. Sire 7th is pretty good. I'm half tempted to Mycospawn kick here. I do like that idea. So I'm going to Mycospawn kick. Kick the Temple Guard and shrink the Kavu. Unless you want to consign the kick trigger. You do not. Search for Cavern Souls to guarantee the body. Name Eldrazi. No reason to play the Bajuka Bog right now. We can hold it. We'll pass in full. Go to combat. No attacks. Missing their land drop is huge. Fade. No reason to cast that. I will Devourer of Destiny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I really like this because now I can Sanctum of Ugin, Devour, Exile the Leyline Binding. Do you have a consigned memory? Because the benefit here is that if I do get the Ice Still back, then I'm able to play the Sanctum. There's consign though. Unfortunate, but fine. Yield all. The body will hit the board, and I will go to attacks for 3. And pass and hold. Land for turn. You can make the Kavu a 5/5 or a 4/4 at the very least. It's a 5/5. No attacks. Pain cost for a rag. End step and draw. Nature's Claim. In that case, I will first go to attacks. Swing of Devourer. I doubt you want to double block this, but we'll see. Sire 7 death. But we'll scoop it up and we'll take the win. Solid stuff. With that being said, we'll be back for match number 2. Alright, and we're back for match number 2 on the play for game 1. Huh. That's an interesting hand. So the thing is, like, the only thing castable is Ice Till. And, like, we can technically play Ice Till on turn 3. But everything else is just dead. Like, basically it's a mull to 5. I'm gonna mulligan. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sure. I said it's basically a mull to 5. I might as well mull to 5, right? Yeah, I think I need to look at my hands like that more often, where I just look at dead cards and go, this might as well be a mull to 5, right? Because those K returns were just duds. I really wish we were at a point where we could get rid of K return. I really do. I think we're getting to that point, but we're definitely not there yet. Like, Energy's play rate as of the last 7 days is what right now? It's actually gotten back up to 7.6. I think Energy is finally realizing that the Blink matchup isn't as hopeless as it initially seemed to be. So I think that explains why Energy's going back into the meta. Because I know I've been seeing a few people teching. Opponent Mulligan's down. Nope, they keep the opening 7. Mulligan to 5. Sure. I'll keep Pitch Bog, Caverns, and we are in the play, right? Yes. Done. Misty Rain, pass. And hold. Plains. Now I wish I kept the K return. The double K return hand looks a lot better now. Goddamn. Surveil. We could put that on top and rumble and angle towards an Emrakul. I just feel like it's gonna be slow. Like right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just say we hit 5, 11, 12. We'd be 1 short on 3. We'll say yes. Ugin Lab, Imprint, Ugin, and Rumble. Yikes. I almost want to feed the Talisman and the Varity Yard and grab the Lab. I think I do that. Like, we can grab the Well, actually, grabbing the Talisman does seem right, because then we have green-red. Yeah. Grab the Talisman. And cast the Talisman. Pass. And pass. Ugh. Don't like this. I need something off the top here, bad. Ice Till, Mycospawn, Chrysalis, K Command, K Return. We have plenty of hits. I just need to find them. Draw. Hey, that's actually huge. I will hold. So that will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, this will be Emrakul on turn 4, right? Discharge to Yard. They attack in 4, will take it down to 14. They put a Discharge to Yard. Makes sense based on the board state. Paying cost 4. Son of a... Which means I'm going to be 1 short. Yeah. And done. So we're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll need 13. So Talisman bottom, Chrysalis top, Wooded Foothills top, and Resolve. They're going to make a ton of effing cats. But we do have the Emrakul. Chrysalis. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I cannot cast the Chrysalis. We'll cast the Emrakul. Yield all. Our turn, comrade. Show me a bombardment. Oh, geez. This hand. Thraben Charm, so we can get rid of the Blood Moon, which is relevant. Go to main. Alternatively, I can get rid of an Ocelot Pride. How do we want to proceed here? I guess the question is, do I care about the Blood Moon right now? Kind of. Because if I can land this Ugin, we'd be in a really good spot. Or I can next turn go Chrysalis, and we'd be able to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'd have the Ugin. So, I mean, the downside is I want to get rid of this Ocelot Pride, but have no way to do so without triggering this other Ocelot Pride, which would just make 2 cats in its place. So it might, unfortunately, be correct. The Thraben Charm Ocelot Pride, swing in Ocelot Pride, leave them with 6 cats and a rag. That might be the best choice, as it currently stands. At the same time, Ugin's really good, but we don't get to play it for 2 turns. The other option is Thraben Charm the Moon and haste the rag? Kind of. The thing is, if they find a bombardment, we're just so SOL. Cast Thraben Charm. Hit the, whatchamacallit, Pride. We could dash to rag into Emrakul. I don't want to play a land for them. So we're just going to go to combat. Attack. Attack with Ocelot Pride. Go to blocks. I think this might be the best play. We're going to have a blocker next turn in Writhing Caress. The worst case scenario is a bombardment, right? Land for turn. They have rag. There's rag. You send the cats. You do not. Talisman. I can play Talisman, still have enough for the Chris. So, Talisman, green, colorless, triggers. Attack for 13. We have to be aggressive here and just end it. And hope we don't die. They have 1 unknown, the rest were lands. Opponent scoops it up, we got there. Whew. Alright. That was dicey. Heat in, Rumble Trim, Cavern out. And that's about it. Thankfully, they did not have the bombardment. They had just a handful of lands. I'm surprised that my board was empty. They didn't dash Ragavan. Maybe they drew it a bit later, and so they couldn't dash Ragavan into the Ocelot Pride. Man, I like this hand in concept, but in execution feels god-awful. Like, we draw into a soul land. It feels fantastic. If we draw into a land, it's a bit more palatable. We have 3 looks to find. 8 hits off top, 3 looks. Fine, we'll play the numbers. Pass in full. Arid Mesa, fetch 19 for a Sacred Foundry Shock, and it's a rag. I would love an untapped Stomping Ground or fetch. That is not that. That's a Bajuka Bug. Surveil, Sanctum. I guess I'll feed them the Sanctum. At least it's not an actual use. Like, it's useful, but it's not, I don't know, something useful to them. Marsh Flats. Guide of Souls. Ocelot Pride, a Johnny. A Johnny. And draw. Yikes. Absolute yikes. Ooh. What do I deal with now? They have 3 cards in hand. We can't rumble. Do I deal with the Ragavan? Or the Guide of Souls? Or the Johnny? That's so rough. Yeah, that Sangovigan actually would have been pretty nice. The Rag lets them ramp and will pilfer. Will likely pilfer a card I need, because it always does. And we'll get rid of the Rag. And Bajukabog you. And pass. Such a slow hand. No creature out of those 4 cards in hand. That's wild. Bombardment. Yikes. Down to 13. Down to 11. A theoretical 9. Draw. Okay. This gets more interesting, at least. Emrakul, Tuck. We have to go for the Rumble. Then hold up the K command, X equals 1. There's the return. I'll grab the Verdant Cat. 4 types in yard. About to be 5. I'll pass. We might just be able to rally back. So in that case, how do I want to proceed here? Trigger. Yield. Targeting me, so I will ramp and exile. And done. So guide out, so only take 2 instead of 3. I'll still take 3, but at least the guide is down. Bombardment's a thing. The combat, I will block 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 10, 11, yeah. Block, kind of need to at this point. And draw. Myco, not right now. Verdant Cat, at the same time. This is so awkward on so many levels. Myco dies to Johnny. Yep, Verdant Cat. The only thing is we don't really ramp much by doing this is the only problem. It is a Chrysalis, so now we have blockers, but we're dangerously low on life. So this is 12, or 1 short of the Emrakul. A Johnny. Triggers targets my life total. I will ramp and exile. Let's be smart though, and trigger 1. Trigger 2. Discharge. Yikes. pay command, ramp and exile. Ping me for 1, and then for 2, down to 4. Elegant Parlor Surveil. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The thing is, we're dead if this makes contact. Go to blocks. And draw. I mean, yeah, that's just the game. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. I will concede. I guess maybe it would have been better to play the MTGO, because we had to sacrifice the tokens from Chrysalis regardless, and it still died to discharge. Whereas we could have had the Emrakul right now. Of course, we would have went down to 2, but we still would have had a turn after taking control of their turn. Unfortunate. We'll concede. Yeah, so I think the MTGO may have been the right call after all. Alright, so Rumble in, Gemstone out, and run it back. On the play for game 3, I will keep this. Temple and pass. Basically, want to just windmill slam this Cyrus 7 death. Sacred Foundry, shock 4, guide. Devourer. I'm going to tuck the Emrakul still, I think. Sacred Foundry, shock. Down to 16. Damping Sphere, for God's sakes, man. Ramp and exile. At the same time, do I want to ramp Scrydraw instead? Because I'm going to have 5 mana next turn. Yeah, I think I have to ramp Scrydraw. And done. Talisman does ramp me, as does the Sprawl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll have 8 on turn 3. Sorry, turn 4. Yeah, I suppose. Top, pass. $19 draw. Forest. So 1, 2, Talisman. Sprawl gets taxed for red. And pass, and pray that they don't have a charm. Well, actually, a charm would be fine. We'd still have the 7 necessary. Guess I should hold in case they Flage Helix a spawn. Ocelot Pride resolves triggers. Ocelot Pride resolves triggers. Pass in full. And now we need to pray they don't have a Thraben Charm or Static Prison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll play the Ghost Quarter and Sire 7 death and pass. No attacks and hold. Pyro, pitch 2, draw 2, triggers the guide. We're gonna make plenty of tokens here. Wear Tear and Rag. Yield all. We'll pass in full. Opponent. Methinks you've forgotten a really important line of text on Cyrus 7 Death. Specifically a keyword, reach. Alright, and that's a lot of things. K command. So we can kill 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can kill the sire theoretically if they just block all. I think I need to find K return, honestly. I think that's what I'm looking for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So X equals 5. Yeah, I think I need to find a K return. Ramp scry draw. X equals 5. And there's the K return. Perfect. So this K return will be 4 mana. We haven't played a land for turns. We'll Stomping Ground Shock. Talisman out. Shifting Woodland is actually kind of interesting to me, but we won't have Delirium. So, bottom, top, draw, shock, 2, 3, K return. And just like that, like magic, their cards are gone. Fetch Arid Mesa. Surveil. Voice of Victory ain't doing jack. Flage. We're gonna Bajuka Bog that. Down to 27. We're gonna draw. Kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick. Myco Spawn. Yield all. Bajuka Bog. Target you. Yield all. Go to combat. Swing for 7. Down to 10. Arid Mesa fetch. Down to 9. Lethal's on board. Surveil. Rag to Yard. Even if they put 1 blocker on board, this Devour will get them. Opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Alright. Cyrus 7 Death bringing us to victory. We'll be back for match number 3. Alright, we're back for match number 3 of the draw for game 1. Show me a soul land off this Devourer. Swamp. Thoughtseize? Yeah. Takes the K command or Sprawl? Sprawl stops me from ramping. Yeah, that makes sense. Sir... Yeah, we did find the lab. Grab the lab. Windswept Teeth and pass. Thoughtseize. Supposedly they were on Reanimator 20 days ago. Do we think they're still on Reanimator now? Could explain Thoughtseize. Forest. TR. Actually, no. We're going to put that on top. Lab, Imprint, Devourer or Ugin. They already know about the Devourer, and at this current moment in time, they kind of share the same space. So talk Devourer, hold the K command. I mean, so far, definitely looks like they might be on Reanimator here. Sewers. Yeah. Starting to look more and more like their list. Keeps it on top. Yeah, that's Grixis. Okay, so this Grixis Reanimator, interesting. Faithless Looting. If you attempt to persist, we have this K command, and you know about it too, so I don't imagine you go for it. Pitching on Earth. Interesting. We'll hold. So we have to basically hold up this K command almost indefinitely. I mean, that makes it a lot more simple, for sure. I'll play Misty Rain and pass and hold, of course. Thought Scoured, target self. Emperor Bones to yard, looting, sure. I mean, if we can land Chrysalis and Ugin, we're pretty good. Watergrave, shocking. Oculus? Thought Scour, again. My dude cannot catch a break. Faithless Lily or Oculus? Looks like an Oc. Oc will resolve. And they shouldn't be playing any amount of removal that would be relevant. So we're going to go end step. Fetch. For a force to play around the Harbinger. It doesn't look like they play that main. I'm going to cast K command. X equals 2. Another K command's pretty nice. Put that on top. Draw and trigger. Draw. Forest. Ugin, exile Oc. Oc down. Tempted to go Ugin plus here. Is there a benefit to Ugin minus? I don't think so. So Ugin plus and pass. I guess we could have went Ugin minus K command. The reason why that could be relevant if they somehow dump an Archon. Yeah, actually, if they can somehow persist an Archon, that K command X equals 1 could have been relevant, but they don't. Looting, push, Bloodstain. Thought Scour, another Oc. Yeah, opponent just not getting lucky here. And persist. We got lucky. I'll be real. Ugin down to 7. Oc. And draw. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, so Ghost Quarter. Ugin, 0. We have a land and yard. Emrakul, exile Oc, yield all. And opponent scoop it up, we'll take the win. This is Reanimator. Win for game 1. So if this is their exact list 20 days ago, then sideboard will be 2 Consign, Inquisition, Spellbomb, Fulminator Mage. So Fulminator Mage is probably what we need to worry about the most. We'll want Grafdigger's Cage and Heat. Though it does look like they don't play Harbinger at all. At least their last list would suggest that. No Spell Pierce main either. Yeah, not respecting a lot here. Alright. Huh. Is there only interaction to Consign the side? No shot. Well, I definitely want Bog. We'll trim on the Rumble. Do we want Ice Till to play around Fulminator Mage? Maybe. If this is their list still, then the Ice Till for the Fulminator Mage might be good. They play 1 Swamp, 1 Island, and that's it? No Mountain? No. Really short on basics, too. So he could be really greedy here and go for the Ghost Quarter loops if he wanted. What do we trim as far as 7-minute value spells? I think Sire. Sire does nothing. We play Sire, 7, then it gets hit by an Archon of Cruelty. Big sad. We still need to trim 2 more, though. I'm thinking for Reanimator, maybe the K returns. Thing is, the K returns can be pretty useful. But I think if we're going to go for Ice Till, maybe trim the Ghost Quarter, keep 1 K return in. Yeah, let's do that. It's also possible that the Unholy Eats might not be necessary if they don't play Harbinger, to be honest. That does clear Oculus and Archon, admittedly, so might be something to consider. Hand is slow with very little interaction, though we do get to dig 3 deep. I'll keep. K command's good. Cavernous Soul, not Cavernous Souls. Grafdigger's Cage is good. That's like 6 hits there alone. Thoughtseize takes heat. He would make the most sense to me. Takes the Ugin. Scared of the Ugin. We'll draw. Chrysalis. A bit slow, but workable. Bloodstained Mire. Pain cost. Thoughtseize. Target me. Sure. Takes the Chrysalis. Yep, takes the Chrysalis. Go to end step. Starting to think my opponent might be on Death Shadow. End step. Verdant Catacomb fetch. Surveil. Mycotop. And draw. Sanctum. Pass. Hold up Heat and hope we can play the Myco next turn. Surveil. And pass and hold. They play a Fulminator Mage here. We are in a bit of trouble, I will admit. Steam Vents. Tapped. Jesus Christ, 3 Thoughtseizes? That's a bit excessive, don't you think, opponent? Takes the Myco. Yep. Paying cost for Faithless Looting. Pitching Frog Unearth. Interesting. Draw. Rumble. We do love a rumble. Shifting Woodland is kind of tempting. You will have 4 types in yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see real quick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Short 1 next turn as it stands. I still think I might take the temple. Yeah, I suppose. Take the temple. Play the temple. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, short 1. We'll hold. Paying cost for looting? Or for Ak, Prismari. Deals 2, draw 2, discard 2. I'll sack in response, be a responsible Magic the Gathering player. And discard 2. I'd love to see a Myco spawn here. Emperor Bones, Ak. And pass. Draw. Ask and you shall freaking receive. Let's see. They have double black, double blue, double red. Archon of Cruelty is double black. Otherwise, they don't... I guess... If we want to get rid of a black source, black-red. Yeah, we want to get rid of black-red because that bricks Fulminator Mage. Yeah. And we'll scoop it up. Solid stuff. I mean, 3 Thoughtseize in your opening hand might be a bit much. I'm just saying what we got there. All right. Well, we'll be back for match number 4. All right. We're back for match 4 on the play for game 1. I will keep reveal, trigger, rumble, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Yeah, that's one thing that the casting time of rumble would be a bit awkward. So I almost want to go sprawl, because sprawl is guaranteed to resolve. Because the main thing is, on there too, we kind of need to hold up K command in case of Ophelia. And I don't think they have any way to counter sprawl. No. Not that I can see. So, in that case, maybe we do go sprawl. Lab, Devour, Talisman, Misty Rain, Sprawl, Misty Rain. And then hold up K command. Yeah, we'll go sprawl. And pass. And pass. And draw. Misty Rain. They don't play any shenanigans mains, so we can go Misty Rain fetch and Shock Stomp. Sprawl. 4 green. And hold. Realizing that didn't need to worry about Felia. Do I want a K command here? I guess we could have just rumbled in retrospect. They don't play Force, so let's ramp Scry Draw here while we can guarantee it. Ice Till and Myco. I do like top draw and pass. Surveil, hold. Prismatic is fine. And pass and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will kick. Mycospawn, kick the archive. Do you have a consign? You do not. That's pretty significant. We have a Misty Yard. So in that case, I will simply go Temple. See, I'm tempted to go Temple, but I also want to kind of go Wooded Foothill. Tempted to go Wooded Foothill so we can have 2 fetches in yard for the Ice Till. I guess actually doesn't matter too much. We'll go Temple. Does Megaspun hit board? Arid Mesa fetch. Surveil. And hold. And hold on off chance it's relevant. Passing. Draw. Sanctum. So I'll play the Sanctum, so we'll sequence this right. We'll go to combat. Attack with Myco. Yep. Ice Till. Play the Misty Rain, mill a card. There's Solitude. Pitching Flage. Exiles the Ice Till. I'll let this resolve. Yield all. Cyrus 7 death in yard. And we'll hold in case of Ophelia. Flooded Strand fetch. Surveil. Keeps it on top and hold. End step. Fetch. Surveil. Ice Till top. Draw. In that case, I will go green, green, 1, 2, Ice Till. Should have attacked first, admittedly. Misty Rain, mill. Fetch. Forest, mill. Misty Rain, mill. And go to combat. Attack. They would have solituded already, but we should definitely have attacked before going for the Ice Till. Steam Vents tapped. And we will hold. Paying cost for Quantum Riddler will resolve. Draw a card. Go to end step. Warp trigger. Any reason to play or crack the Misty Rain right now? We do have another... No, we don't have another Stomping Ground, so no reason to. Draw. Chrysalis. I will Misty Rain fetch for a forest. Mill. Temple. Mill. Cavern of Souls, name Eldrazi. Mill. And red, green, 2. Trigger. Paying cost, consign the trigger. Combat. Attack for 5. Lethal's on board. And we have a chunky K command sitting here as well. Solitude. Trigger targets. Ice Till. Resolves. Paying cost Ephem. In response, scry draw, exile. Exile Solitude. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll scoop it up. Alright. Solid win. Alright. So let's take a look at our sideboard guide for Blink. We want heat, and that's about it. Trim the Rumble, and trim AK return, and we will run it back. Gemstone Caverns is interesting to me. Opponent looking down to 6. I'll keep. I want a soul land off this Devour is what I want. Reveal. Play. Exile what though? I almost want to exile the Devourer, but I feel like the Emrakul might be the better play. We'll exile the Emrakul and pass. Surveil. Trigger. Jesus Christ, all the temples. I wish these went to Yard instead of to... Imagine if Devour sent these to Yard rather than exile. Be so good. Grab the temple. I will play the forest. And I'll pass. And hold. Surveil. Mills a card, Strict Serenade, and nothing else. Draw. Sprawl. I will sprawl for red or for green. We'll go for red. Actually right now I think we'll go for green. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go for green. Temple, hold K command. Plains. A dashed rag. Go to combat. I'm going to attempt to scry draw exile the rag. That resolves. Bottom, top draw, rag down. Passing, no consign in hand, no Ephem either. Draw. Another K command. I really don't want to play this Bajuka Bog unless I have to. green, green, 1, 2. At the same time, I think we'll just do it. Ice Till, Stomping Ground, not tapped, mill a card. Heat. Again, we could play the Bog, but I don't want to unless I have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At the same time, it guarantees we can play Devourer, so we'll Bojuka Bog, target you. Mills a Sowing, and pass, no Solitude. And pass, paying cost, Quantum Riddler. Draw a card. Land for turn. Passing. Warp Trigger. Draw. Cavern of Souls, name Eldrazi. Ugin Lab. You already know about the Devourer, so tucking it doesn't matter too much. I'll still say no, though. Go to combat, hold up this K command. Ice Till beats. Scouting Tarn fetch, 17. Surveil, no Felia. Opponent definitely feels like they've kind of kept a mediocre hand. Solitude. Resolves. I mean, Ice Still's done its job. Yield all. Paying cost for Charmaw. Cavern of Souls, kind of rude. Float. Attempt a phase change. I'm going to ramp Scry Draw. And done. Resolves. Bottom. Bottom. We don't have a land for turn though. Definitely don't want the return right now. We have 2 Devourers. Mega Spawn on top. Rumble after. And I'm thinking we just go bottom, top, draw. Paying cost. Riddler, Warp Draw 2. I'll pass in full at this point. Land, tapped, and Warp Trigger, draw. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Devourer, yield all. Pass. And pass. Go to combat. Attack. And I think we just hold at this point. We could play the Devourer. We would have lethal on board, but no reason to really do so, I don't think. Could play Rumble. We'd see a Mycospawn +3, but I think I'm just going to hold. And hold, feign that we have something. It's a fairy. Bounce Devourer, sure. Sacred Foundry, tapped. And draw. I'll play the Forest. Rumble. There's Chrysalis. I'll take the Chrysalis. So if I want to do this, red, green, 2 triggers. Myco Spawn. One trigger, two trigger, three trigger. Have we seen Sanctum of Ugin yet? We did. Unfortunate. I'll go Shifting Woodland then. You only have two blue, don't you? Blue, red. 1, 2, 3, 4 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll go blue, red. Do you have Consign? Or not? I guess going blue-white may have been better in retrospect, because then we could phase change. But yeah, there's no way they'll let this go. Yield all. Gives me the search, that's a mistake. Then again, I don't have much in yard, but we'll go to Shifting Woodland regardless. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Devour, Teferi, Bass, Lethal's on board. And I'll pass. And hold. Paying cost. You can hard cast. Okay, another Teferi. Bounce the Chrysalis, I'd imagine. Yup. And pass. And draw. East and Emrakul. Let's start with Chrysalis. Actually, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, we're one short. Just one short. Oh. You know, we could do something fun, though. We can kill Tef first. I don't think we actually need to kill the Tef here, to be honest. I don't think we have to kill the Tef. We attack them down to 5. But what I can do... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, damn. Yeah, we're one short. We're one short of making Shifting Woodland the Cavernous Souls. So we could then tap it to guarantee the resolution of Emrakul. That's so unfortunate. In that case... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, we can go Chrysalis into Emrakul. 16 minus 4 would be 12. So yeah, we'll start by attacking them with Devourer. No reason to attack Tef here. Not when we're bearing down the life total. Down the 5. Red, green, 2. Heal all. Paying cost 4. Second sign. Rude, but fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast Devourer of Destiny. Exile Teferi. Pass. Lethal is on board. Arena of Glory. 4. Quantum Riddler. Draw a card. Lethal still remains on board. Fem draw 3. And draw. Forest. Lethal's on board. Play anything else doesn't matter. Yeah, we attack in. If they somehow get rid of one Devour, we then can make Shifting Woodland into a Cavern of Souls, play Emrakul. Solid stuff. Alrighty. Well, with that being said, we'll be back for match number 5. Alright, and we're back for match number 5 on the draw for game 1. Opponent will mulligan down to 6 and keep, and we'll pass. Flooded Strand, fetch 19 for Sacred Foundry Shock is his energy. Yup. Alright, early energy start. Hand looks a bit worse now. Ew, hate that. Pass. I would love to see a K return on top. That's what I'd love to see. Attack down to 19. Trigger. Go to second main. Fetch 16. Plains 4. Voice. And response fetch. Commercial District. Surveil. Might go spawn to Yard. And draw. Chrysalis is not bad here. A little bit slow since we didn't see a 7-minute value spell earlier. If that second lab was a 7-minute value spell, it'd be so much better. We'll play Talisman and pass and pass. So they're going to be able to float off of Guide because Voice is going to get 2 bodies. So I think next turn Chrysalis makes sense. So we can probably go, what, Lab, Talisman, Chrysalis. Yeah. Lab, Talisman, Chrysalis looks good. Goes Lab, tap, tap, red, 2, green, Chrysalis. And then we either go Myco Spawn or Ice Till. Probably Myco Kick. Yeah, Myco Kick seems good. The problem is this might just be a bit too slow. Ooh, Johnny. I'm in danger. Arid Mesa. Attack. What do you float? I imagine the Guide. You should float the Guide here. Makes it insulated from a K return. Floats the Guide. Yep. Take 6 down to 12. We'll draw. Okay, so we're angling for the Emrakul then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Huh. Interesting. Can I sequence this differently? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 will be too short the following turn. We could instead imprint the Emrakul. We can instead imprint the Emrakul. We theoretically could play the Ice Till, but then we can't play anything else, right? Because we then hit our second land drop, we'll have 3 Eldrazi. So it'll be short. I could theoretically imprint the Emrakul. Cast Myco. Yeah, we could cast the Myco. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus 2, 4. Well, actually, it would have to be 2, 3. So 2, 3, 4. 2. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. No, I actually can't do it. I think I'm going to be short. So I can't double cast here no matter what. At least not double creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we'll be short no matter what. Ice Till's off the board as well. So I think we have to Chrysalis. And we don't have to imprint Emrakul to do that, so we're gonna lab. No imprint. Talisman. And we're just gonna hope that this Chrysalis can buy me enough time. Yield all. And hold. Fetch Arid Mesa. 20. Do you have a discharge? Surveil, no discharge. Problem is that Voice of Victory will make more bodies triggering the guide. Because we can block either guide or voice, even floated. But we'd have to sacrifice a spawn. Yeah, our slow start's just kind of biting us here. We found a 7-minute value spell earlier. Would have been a lot better, but not looking good here in game 1. Gonna be falling back on game 2, 3, it looks like. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we found a Rumble, we could probably make it work. Rumble would be our saving grace. What else would be good here? K-Return, I think, is too late. Next turn we can Myco Spawn and Ice Still. Put some bodies on board. Flage targets. Me or Chrysalis? Me. That's concerning. So we can Bojuka Bog, Myco Spawn next turn, get rid of Flage if that's relevant. This cat more or less has pseudo unblockable. Are you gonna float the Johnny? Hold up. Yield all. What are you floating? Floating the cat. Huh. So this is, we can block. 4, 5, 6, down to 2. So I can block the Guide of Souls. We can't block the cat, otherwise we die to a Johnny. So we're gonna have to block at least Voice or a Johnny, which I might as well block both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then I'm not able to Talisman or Fetch, which is a bit unfortunate. We can go down to 1, but we need to get rid of Flasian Yard. I mean, we're going to go to blocks. This will get rid of Guide. We'll take 6. The problem is this Johnny's still on board. Six, 7, down to 1. We just wouldn't be able to play the Ice Still at that point. Which, I mean, might not matter, given the current board state. Yeah, I think I have to kill the Guide of Souls. Alright. Trigger 1. I feel like my opponent may have forgotten about Reach. Trigger 2. And... alright. Guide down to 2. Flage still in Yard. And the cats float. Voice triggers. And draw. You're so late. So unfortunate. So, how do you proceed? The problem is the cat and the Johnny. So how much mana do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to Bojuka Bog the Flage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. So we can Micah spawn. Oh, but then we can't Bajuka Bog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if we Micah spawn, we can't Bajuka Bog. That's unfortunate. Because what I want to do is be able to K return and, right? But even if I do that, we block, we still die to voice. So it's a moot point. Yeah. I don't think it matters, unfortunately. Because, yeah, we block. This is dead, let's say we block. And there's 2 left over to kill me. And ice tilling here won't be enough to get to Emrakul either. We'll just concede. Unfortunate. That is unfortunate. K-return just came too late. That or 7-mana value spell. We'll trim Gemstone and Cavernous Souls and run it back. It do be like that sometimes. Sometimes play the numbers, and sometimes the numbers play you. Yeah, I feel like we were turn earlier on the 7-mana value spell. Like I said, if that lab we drew into was the Emrakul, then we would have been able to be a lot more aggressive on board. Opponent should be bringing in what? Let's take a look at energy. Sideboard wise, 2 copies of Charmal and 53% of decks. Probably some number of Wear Tear. And that might be it. Sideboard wise. Anything else? Let's take a look at some of the more recent top lists. Yeah, 2 Charmal, 2 Wear Tear inside. Molten Rain, Blood Moon. Orm's Chance actually kind of relevant. We do need to kind of play around that. 2 Thraben Charm. Down to 1 Static Prison now, though. I kind of like that. On the play for game 2. Yep, we keep this hand all day. We are top deck reliant, but this K returns gas. Forest, Sprawl, red, pass, and pass. Marsh Flats, Plains, Pride, that's fine. Draw, Ugin, love that. So then I will Talisman, Sprawl for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go for green here and pass and pass. All right, do you play into this K returns the question? Surveil, Flage to Yard, don't like that, but we have this Bajuka Bog. Plays nothing else. K command? Like, this hand couldn't get better. Bajuka Bog. And pass. Combat, we'll take the 2. No reason not to here. Flooded Strand, fetch 20. Clarion Conqueror, float, and resolve. K command, ramp, exile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, ramp, exile. And done. Yeah, Clarion Conqueror actually is pretty good here, but Thankfully, I have the mana to deal with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 minus what? 5? No. We wouldn't have enough to do it in that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we can do it that way though. Alright, so I will tap like this. Ugin. Leave green. 1, 2, and 3. Ugin, target, yield all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugin, 0. Kick Myco. Ugin, target cat, Myco, Myco, hit red, and yield all. I have no fear of anything right now, and will scoop it up, and for good reason. We'll take it. Alright, so we'll bring in Gemstone, trim a rumble, run it back. Alright. Game 3. Didn't even need to cast the K-Return. If your opponent definitely had a slower hand, I think they're banking on that Clarion Conqueror being enough. One more land, and this hand's not bad. I think I have the mulligan though. Also, if this was a lab instead of a temple, it would be gas, but I think I have the mulligan. Yeah. Awkward. I'm gonna keep it. We'll pitch the Sprawl. We're looking for a green source off top is what I'm looking for. Arid Mesa, fetch 19. Sacred Foundry. Oh, it's a rag. That's a problem. That's not what I want either. I will play the Temple and pass. And hold on the off chance, but if they go turn 2 Blood Moon, I am SOL. Turn 2 Blood Moon just hoses me. Of course you... I mean, the Shifting Woodland is a green source, but it's tapped. Big sad. Guide of Souls. Missed a land drop. That's huge. Okay. Need a green source, though. I will pass. Combat. K command. Do we need to exile. I need to exile this rag, especially as they've missed land drops. Do I scry draw? I think I have to scry draw. I need to hit a green source, like, ASAP. Thank God. Pass and full. Of course, now opponent's going to play a Blood Moon. Or Hallowed Charmaw. Another one. Draw. Wooded Foothill. Fetch for a forest. Cast Sowing Myco Spawn. Yield all. For a forest. Sprawl. For red. And pass. And pass. It would not be the first time that I've ghost scored my own land for a green source. I have done it before. There's their land finally. Flage, Helix, Spawn. Rude. 3 down to 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We windmill slam the Sire. Sprawl. Sprawl for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I actually should have divided that up in case of a rumble, admittedly. This one's on red. I guess I'll go for green. Yeah, I should have divided it up, though. That could be a mistake. We'll find out later. Alright, Sire 7th time. Trigger Sanctum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. 7, 11. Short 2. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, we're still 1 short, even if I ghost quarter my land with the sprawl on it. I'm thinking World Breaker here, honestly. Either that or Devour, but I think World Breaker has some better options. Pass. And pass. Molten Rain would be the worst case scenario by and large. Arid Mesa fetch. Yeah. I should have played around Molten Rain. Thankfully, I do not get hyper punished. Thraben Charm? No shot. Okay. Yep. 3 down to 10. Flage is on deck. Floating the Rag down to 8. Treasure. This a Johnny's a problem. Draw. Devourer. If I devour the Rag, then I have to worry less about the Johnny. I could also Chrysalis. We could Rumble Chrysalis. That is a genuine consideration. If they fetch Surveil, they get Flage. I can't afford that. If they flip this a Johnny, I'm dead, right? Yeah, if they Flage, they could Helix me down to 5. So I think I have to World Break, hit the Sacred Foundry. Because, yeah, Fetch Surveil kills me. Oh. Rude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could also... Alright, I'm gonna do something weird. Green, red. I think I go green, green here. We're gonna rumble. Green, green, leave red. Ice Tail Myco Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't go Myco, I can't go Ice Tail, I can't go Ugin, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll grab the Temple. I was really hoping to see a return here, including a land. So 6 types in yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least we have another blocker. World Break a Sacred Foundry. No more double red. And pass. And hold. So I can't Flage this turn. We have reach. Bombardment hoses me, though. Treasure Token does fix red, but they won't have enough if they fetch Surveil for the Flage, so we're okay. And at least the Treasure Token's temporary if they play anything else in the meanwhile. As it stands, they don't want to attack the Ragavan because they want the red permanent for the Johnny. So I'm doubtful they attack all out. At most I take 2 down to 6. We kill the Rag. What is this? Another Flage? For God's sake. Down to 5. And 3 at the cat. Which means I take 3 down to 5. Healed all. Can't do anything about that. Yep. But now they can't escape the Flage easily. 3 down to 5. We have the Devourer lined up. Yep. So we can get rid of the Johnny. You could float the Guide, theoretically, if you wanted to attack. I don't think that would be wise, but you could and put me to 2, which means 1 Flage trigger kills me. That also means a Johnny kills me, of course. But that would require you to attack with the Rag, which means then you wouldn't have another red permanent. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can play Chrysalis and Devour, exile a Johnny. We'll get rid of the Rag. We'll take 3 down to 2. Alright. Float the Guide. Yep. Go to blocks. We block the Rag. Rag is down. We'll get rid of the Johnny. We're down to 2. We're going to be playing on a freaking razor's edge now. Oh. Well, that changes the math. That changes the math. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So with 16, I can play Chrysalis plus Emrakul. We get to take control of a Johnny. We can then a Johnny kill itself with its trigger. Destroy itself with its trigger. It can clear the board. We'll have 5. I guess it would leave a single cat, which we could devour. Yes. This seems right. They don't have another red permanent. That's true. I do not. I guess by that logic, we just slam the cats in. Then we die to a Ragavan. We die literally to a Ragavan, a Johnny trigger. That would suck so much. Do I just Chrysalis Devour this turn then? No, I think I have to Emrakul. I think I have to. I don't think there's any world where I don't play Emrakul here. Yeah, I think I have to. All right, let's go for it. Confirming one more time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 minus 2 is 14. So I think we have to go Chrysalis Emrakul. We could Ghost Quarter, but they definitely have a mountain in their deck. Yeah, they have 1 mountain based on this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And what I can do is I can hold the Ghost Quarter up. And I can, from there... Yeah. I have an idea. I have ideas. So we do it like this. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Emrakul. Target you, yield all. So now we're going to do Ghost Quarter on their turn, fail to find. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Alright. No reason to attack then. Flage Blood Moon. Oh god. Draw. There's the Rag. There is the Rag. Wow. Okay. So how do you want to do this? I think I have to play the Rag. A Johnny hits self. So yeah, we dash the Rag. A Johnny hits self. Ragavan, guide, cat in, leaving just the cat, right? Then we Ghost Quarter, fail to find, and that leaves just a cat on board. We then Devour the cat as the blocker. Yes. Go to main. We dash the Rag. Trigger the guide. A Johnny, 0. Makes a cat, trigger target self, yield all. Yield all. A Johnny down. Before we phase change, hit the Sacred Foundry. I'm going to just look at their deck for the sake of it. Damping Sphere, Clarion Conqueror, anything that stands out here. No bolts. Very important. Done. Go to combat. Attack, attack, attack. Trigger. Go to blocks. We block, we block, we block. That all looks good. That all looks good. We pass in full, and from here, Ragavan dashes. We don't care, Ragavan's down. That leaves you with a Plains, a Blood Moon, a Flage, and an Unknown. We have Devourer with lethal on board. This should be the game. GG's. Opponent says that was beautiful. GG, man. Woo! I saw the Flage Blood Moon, like, okay, that's fine. I saw the Ragavan, I was like, oh my god. If we had not gone for the Emrakul, we were toast. 1000% toast. Oh, that was wild. Ocelot Pride? Okay, well, they still have a block then. They still have a block. Windswept Teeth? We'll play the Windswept Teeth. So, I mean, I don't think it really matters, but we'll still Devour. Oh, I'm on too many. We'll eat the Ocelot Pride. And we'll scoop it up there. Whew. Okay, not bad at all. Had me sweating there, I'll tell you what, but that Emrakul draw changed the entire game. Because, yeah, the alternative line was to go for Devour, eat a Johnny, play Chrysalis, and pray. But if they drew into a land and had the Flage, we were over, right? So our best choice was to play the Emrakul and go from there, but it worked out beautifully. All right, though. Well, with that being said, that there will be the end of round 5. We'll be back for round number 6. All right, we're back for match number 6 on the draw for game 1. I'll keep. This is very top deck reliant, but I do like my gemstone starts. Especially if this is Zoo, because then we can exile Rog if they play it on 1. Like, the only way I get rid of Rog on the draw. At least, especially in game 1, pre-board. Opponent's Tinkin on their 6. What say you, opponent? Mulligans to 5. That is pretty good for me. I always hate to be that person when opponent mulligans down to like 5 or 4. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but also don't get me wrong. I'm here to win, so I'm kind of happy that you are. Like that's a good thing for me. But also I feel that I've been there, so it's like I empathize with you, but also I'm happy. It's such a conflicting thing. All right, Gemstone Caverns, reveal, pitch a forest, and pass. Well, say you opponent, Flooded Strand, and I feel if you had a 1 mana value spell, I feel like you just windmill slam it, right? Potentially they're scratching their head when I'm playing. Flood Strand, fetch 19, Sacred Foundry, shock. Probably not Zoo then. It's energy. Okay. Yep. Draw. Not what I wanted to see. We'll hold the K command. Might scry draw here. I just might hold an entire turn, honestly. I don't need to get rid of this Guide of Souls just yet. Land for turn, down to 3. Guide of Souls attack, down to 19. Yep. And a second one, sure. Anything else? Nothing else? Alright. We draw. Jesus. I'll play the forest. Hold the K command. I mean, I kind of want to ramp Scry Draw, to be honest. Elegant Parlor, Surveil, 2 in hand. No additional 1-drops. I wonder what they have left in hand. Could be a Discharge or more lands. Main. Do you have a creature? Sacred Foundry, shock. Down to 15 bombardment. Do I care about bombardment right now? Not really. Bombardment's fine. Paying cost 4. Jesus Christ. So Guide of Souls are double triggers. Huh. Huh. That is obnoxious. I'm gonna be honest here. Yeah, that resolves. Trigger. Attack. Do you float a guide? Yield all. And do I exile? Like, I need to draw into something here. They choose not to across the board. Interesting. 0 cards in hand. I think I might ramp Scrydraw to try and find return. Down to 17. End step. I mean, if they want to sack 2 Guide of Souls to get rid of my spawns, by all means, right? Done. Chrysalis Sprawl, Sprawl bottom, Chrysalis top, draw. I mean, they have to be thinking, if I play like a Sire, the game's over, right? Yeah, I was about to say, they kind of have to. This is interesting. Unfortunate for them, but I'm more than happy. Draw. Ice Till? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I'm gonna play the Chrysalis first, though. Yeah. We could also start the Ghost Quarter loops. That is actually kind of funny, but I don't. I want to do that when I'm ahead on board. So in that case, we'll start with Chrysalis, sealed all. Play the Ghost Quarter. Yes, we'll play the Ghost Quarter and pass. Next turn we will Chrysalis, or not Chrysalis, Ice Tail. So we can outblock a Floated Guide. That's easy enough. They draw a card. What did you find? Combat. No attacks, I'd imagine. End step and draw. Jesus. Are we worried about a discharge? Yeah, I am. They obviously could discharge the Chrysalis, but let's play Shifting Woodland to start. And then Ice Till. No reason to Ghost Quarter loop just yet. I know most energy lists run like 3. But I think I want to mill Myco. So we can Shifting Woodland Myco next turn if you really want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess we can Ghost Quarter. We'll go through the upkeep before doing so, though I guess we have to worry about a Thraben Charm. Most lists run 1 to 2 copies main, so I guess we should actually hold the Ghost Quarter until we're going to start looping. Paying cost for Ocelot Pride. That is a problem, admittedly. Yield all. 4, 7, 8. 1 card left in hand. The combat. Really now. Yield all. Yield all. Go to blocks. Block. Before damage, trigger 1. Always yield. Trigger 2. Paying cost for Thraben Charm. That's 6 damage. Yep, we'll yield all. Go to second main. End step. Prior to Commercial District. Surveil last. Sprawl T-Yard. Surveil trigger. Stomping Ground T-Yard. Can I please find a threat? Yield all. And draw. Myco. I'm going to go with... I don't want to proceed. I don't really want to go Misty if I don't have to. Let's start with Sanctum. Mill a card. Lab. Play lab. Mill a card. There's the Devourer. Myco spawn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Green, green, 1. Yes. Kick. Yield all. Not sure Bajuga Bog's necessary just yet. I'll go Temple. Yes. Temple Mill, another Devourer, and hold. So Shifting Woodland is online. We can make it into a Devourer, even a Chrysalis actually, which is somewhat relevant. You can attack in for what, 6? Down to 10. Target the Pride. Guide trigger before blocks. Do I want to block with the Writhing Caress, the Shifting Wood? I'm tempted to do so. The only downside is that as it currently stands, I can't sack the spawn. I wonder if there was a world where a Shifting Wood and... No, they would have just sacked the Bombardment prior to, or after first strike damage, so probably not. We can make it into a Chrysalis and block 3, which might be necessary because we're going to go down to 10. Yeah, let's do it. Chrysalis, green, green, 1, 2, wood. Go to blocks. We'll just block you. And done. Because we can always grab back Shifting Wood. Granted, they don't kill the ice still, of course. Marsh Flats. Can I please draw into a threat? An Emrakul would end the game, I imagine. I will draw. Devour's pretty good. I'll start with Shifting Wood, trigger. I don't really want to play the Windswept Teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold the phone. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's actually count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, 17. We're not there. Huh. Though we could try a bit harder to get there. Windswept Teeth, trigger, mill a card. Windswept Teeth, fetch. Forest, mill a card. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Damn. Just couldn't get to 20. So we can devour her. And then what? Devour Sanctum trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sanctum trigger, and then what do we find? I feel like we need to get rid of the bombardment. But then I need reach blockers. On top of which. I feel like maybe Chrysalis would be good. We could also just get rid of the Ocelot Pride, but then they're going to float something else on top of which, so getting rid of Guided Souls doesn't do it. No matter what, we're casting the Devourer, so let's not belabor that point. And we'll say the Ghost Quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sanctum of Ugin trigger, devour what? Ocelot Pride stops making bodies. 1 less damage in the air. Do we care about the bodies if we get rid of the bombardment, though? Bombardment also stops us from having to worry about a Johnny off top. So I think we get rid of the bombardment. Yield all. You want to sack some creatures now. We can block 3, take 6 as it stands. Down to 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, too short. We could Shifting Woodland block with a Chrysalis to mitigate damage. But they have 3 floated, they only have 2 on the ground, so we have no reason to go for a Chrysalis for more spawns. Maybe we should have went for the Pride? I don't know. It's so hard to say. Bombardment is a genuine issue. Because if they somehow top deck into Johnny, we're just so SOL. We can Shifting Woodland for the Chrysalis, so we can pick up an Emrakul next turn. Or a Cyrus 7 Death even? Yes. Cyrus 7 Death would help, but I think we'll grab the Emrakul here. And pass. No attacks. And now we pray we're not dead. Again, we can block the Shifting Wood as a Chrysalis. We'll only take 6. We can Emrakul and I believe also Sire next turn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18. So we're close. Flage. Yikes. Flage, Helix, target. Target me. Yes. Yield Hall. Down to 9. Attacks. Triggers. Yield all. Might as well do this now on Writhing Chris. Yield all. Go to blocks. Mole block. Mole pass and full. Down to 3. Pride triggers. No City's Blessing yet. Draw. Talisman. Sanctum of Ugin. Mill a card. K command. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're short on both. So I think my best play here then will go Shifting Woodland, mill a card, Emrakul. And then 1, 2, and we'll say 3. Because we're going to cast Chrysalis here. Sanctum trigger, yield all. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to grab Chrysalis here. I will cast Chrysalis. Yield all. So I'm going to be able to block, leave back you, and then block, leaving just you. So in that case, I don't need to sacrifice the spawns as of right now. I guess actually I will have to if I'm blocking. So might as well do this now then. Trigger, Talisman, and our turn, Comrade. No attacks. Draw. Hello. Okay, so we're going to go to main. I will cast Flage Helix Pride. Yep, so red, white, red, Flage, trigger, Helix Pride, triggers, escape. Yield all, yield all. So Pride down. We can then go attacking. I guess before that I can Ghost Quarter you. Yes, let's take a peek. Nothing out of the unusual. Done. Go to combat. Attack, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 ground blockers. And attack all. Guide of Souls trigger. Yield all. Yield all. Yes. Trigger on Guide of Souls. Yield all. Yield all. Yes on Guide of Souls. Go to blocks. We block, we block, we block, block, and block. Yes. Done. Clear board and pass. These Emrakul lines today, man, have been insane. And pass in full. 1 card in hand, no Flage. I can start Ghost Quartering looping next turn, if it's that much of a worry. 2, 5, 11. 11, opponent scoops it up, we'll go to game 2. Okay. I'll bring in the heat. I will trim a Rumble, a Cavern of Souls, run it back. I need game 2 and 3 not to be so wild. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, when I saw that Thraben Charm go to Yard, I was quite surprised. I mean, we could still, mind you, at that point in time, we could still definitely just hard cast the Emrakul from hand. But still. Like, there's no instance where we weren't hard casting the Emrakul. But, yeah, it still was surprising that they milled over the Thraben Charm. We could have gotten there. And the reason why I know that for a fact, we had 2 Forest. What I could have done was Ghost Quarter. If they did upkeep it, yes. But I could have Ghost Quartered my own land, got the land, or Ghost Quarter Temple, pick back up Temple after tapping it, and then Ghost Quarter, rinse, repeat. So I would have been able to cast it. That was not the biggest issue. But, yeah. That was one thing I could have done if they had Thraben Charmed. Ghost Quarter in your own temple, really good. I will keep... I'm looking through our K command here. Pass and full. Sacred Foundry. Is it a rag? Ugh. That's bad news, Bears. Trigger. K return? I mean, yeah, I think I have to go for it. Temple. Pass. This is a bit awkward. And pass. Rag hit. If you Blood Moon me, we're kind of in trouble, not gonna lie. What did you hit? Emrakul. Surveil. No Blood Moon, thank God. Give me a K command, that'd be awesome. Verdant Cat. Verdant Cat. Fetch. Forest. Talisman. Sprawl. Red. Pass. Pass. You can Charm all here. You can even Blood Moon now, and I don't care. Ragavan Pilfers. Down to 14. Unholy Heat. You know what you could do, opponent? You could cook the monkey. I'm just saying, if you're getting peckish, I know we're like 6 rounds in. So I understand. If you want to cook the monkey, you could do that. I hear Urza's Flames are pretty good at grilling. Pyro, pitch 2. Flage Tiard. Slow hand from opponent. Slow hand. I mean, we're going to play Chrysalis here. Voice of Victory? How do I want to proceed here? So we played Temple for sure. We cast Chrysalis. Yield all. Do I want a K return yet, is the question. I mean, I think I kind of do. They've had a slow hand here. Gets rid of the monkey. We have a decent-sized Chrysalis, a Rumble next turn, and a Devour. Yeah, we'll just do this now. Leaves the voice, though, which is a bit annoying, but C'est la vie. Can only do so much. Worst comes to worst, they Flage next turn, and then I Devour it. We'll pass in full. Let's say you, opponent. You have Rumble, Devour next turn. Probably want to Rumble first. I would love to be able to kick Myco Bajukabog out the Flage. Also, just can I wind back to game 1 real quick? Can I just point out how much of freaking MVP Shifting Woodlands was that match? Being able to make itself into a Chrysalis that block flying creatures. Card was just an all-star, saving me so many times. And just be able to go like, cool, you killed it? I don't care. I have a freaking ice still. Just bring it back every single time. It was fantastic. All you Shifting Woodland deniers out there. It's good. I'm telling you. It's good. Honestly, the Thraben Charm would have made it so much worse. Yeah, I will say, yeah, the Thraben Charm Surveil was insane. I 1000% agree. 1010%. Ooh, Exercise. Oofta. Take 3 down to 10. Flooded Strand. So they have the Flage. Draw. Talisman. Let's start for Rumble. We Rumble. What do you find? Ice Till? That's not enough. I mean, we grab the Ice Till for sure. The problem is they're going to play a Flage next turn. I don't like that. Like, we could get rid of the Voice of Victory. We can play the Ice Till. We're going to take 2 down to 8. This Flage is a problem. Yeah, because they guaranteed the Flage. That exercise was brutal. The question is now, do I sandbag the Devourer or not? We get on the 8. We get on the 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get on the 5. We go down to 3, which means Flage is on board. No, I think I have to cast the Devourer, as awkward as that is. Okay, return Devour, eat the voice, yield all, and pass. Flagelet board, I'm down to 7. Just need to find some way to deal with it. No. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Elegant Parlor, Surveil, Flage's online. Not much I could do about that. Pride to Yard, sure. Delirium is online. We have heats. 8 minutes on the clock. I didn't even be mindful of the clock right now. That game one took a bit longer than I'd like. And I can feel myself winding down. Not making decisions as quickly as I should be. But I also don't want to make decisions too quickly and misplay. What are you thinking about here for 1 mana? You discharge. Two cards in hand, 1 mana. The only option is discharge, right? And if you had an Orange Giant, you missed your chance to play it. Pain cost, discharge. No. Yeah, I should have held priority, didn't realize. Wasn't even thinking about it. Should have held 2. That's on me. Good example of me misplaying. There's the Flage. Pass in full on this one. For sure this time. Hopefully that 2 energy doesn't bite me later. Draw. Sire 7 Death? Hell to the yeah on that. I will play Talisman and Sire 7 Death. Yield all. No. And pass. And pass. And pass. Did I use a Thraben Charm? Use an Exercise. Alright, sire. Can you carry me to victory? What? Land, Flage, Bombardment wins them the game? Or land, Bombardment, Flage? 6 with Flage triggers, 1 Bombardment trigger. Or activation. Otherwise, this sire's about to take control of the game real quick. We'll play Ice till next turn, start churning through our deck. I'm not even sure I even want to right now, to be honest. We don't have Shifting Woodland in the deck anymore, so the only thing we really want to hit is a World Breaker. So I'm not sure I want to even churn through my deck, to be completely honest right now. This Ice still's kind of meh, unless they start playing a Charmal, in which case then it gets a bit better. Alright, opponent, can you deal with a sire? That's the question of the day. I think you run like 1 exercise on the side. Some don't even play exercise. I definitely know it's being played a bit more now. Yeah, it's like a one of. Opponent scoops it up. We got there. Woo! All right, solid win. And that will be our winning in for this top 8, friends. We are locked in and loaded. Next match is just a formality. With that being said, we'll be back for match number 7. All right, and we're back for match number 7 on the play for game 1. My game 1 against Prowess, which we believe our opponent's on, is traditionally pretty bad. Is this K return enough? Zoo, Energy, supposedly Prowess. If this is Zoo, this hand's garbage. If this is Energy, that hand's okay. If it's Prowess, actually, if it's against Energy, the hand's okay, but very top-left reliant. If it's Prowess, the hand's kind of meh. I mean, the number of hits off top... K Command, Rumble, Chrysalis, Mycospawn. It's relatively high. Screw it, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's just very top deck reliant, which, I mean, I'm not against. Been there, done that. Tapped, pass. Like I said, if it's Zoo, though, I'm 1000% SOL. Like, the best case scenario, that this is Energy. Best case scenario, this is Energy. Opponent's tinking. What you tinking about, opponent? You definitely don't know what this is. Because no Lane of the Guild Pact. Would have already known of a Zoo. Pass in full. Steam Vent Shock for DRC. Hit Prowess. Draw. Ugin Lab. I actually do like getting rid of DRC early. I'll be real. Ugin Lab. Print. Because I don't like them setting up their deck. At the same time, getting rid of a show-off feels so much better. We played Talisman, go to 4, next turn 5. Doesn't make anything else really castable. So the question is, do we get rid of the return to try and play around a risky hand? You know, punish them. Pass. It doesn't change our next turn, or the plays we have available next turn. EI. Slick shot. Ah, unfortunate. Draw. Lab. Rip. Talisman. Pass. I'm in danger. Yeah, holding the return may have been the right move to try and play into a slick shot, but there are also just are times where Prowess players keep these really aggressive hands of DRC1 preordain on 2 to try and find a land by digging 3-4 deep. So I feel like whenever I see a DRC, I just want to absolutely banish it. Corey Steel Cut, trigger. Bolt or dart. Bolt down to 16. Trigger. 7 down to 9. Alright, we draw. K command's pretty nice though. Any reason to get rid of the slick shot show off right now? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll play the Sanctum. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we're just not there for that Emrakul. So I think we have to exile Scrydraw, probably. We can hold. They shouldn't have any counter magic main. No. Not from what I can see. Alright. Three in hand. Currently at 9. We can get rid of the slick shot, so as long as we're not dead, we could clear board potentially. Obviously, the Corey Steel Cut's a problem, but if I find Devour World Break, that would be good. If they attack for 3 and nothing else, do I still exile the slick shot? I got on a 6. I'm dead to double bolt. That doesn't feel good. Versus if I let it go, EI triggers. Sure. Yield all. Yeah, one short of the Sanctum's unfortunate. Because I would love to see a Sire. That is 4 types in Yard. That is genuinely concerning. So Violent Urge now gets me. Even if I were to block the Monk with 3 spawns, it wouldn't be enough anyways. And I don't think I can let it attack in for 6 because I'm dead to a bolt. Finds DRC. Play the DRC. Violent Urge. Well, ain't that something? Gets... There's 4 more cards. Gets double strike until end of turn, but it won't have trample if they swap over the Corey Steel Cut. Yield all. Double strike. Fascinating. So we could get rid of the Monk. Take 5. Then we're dead to mutagenic growth. So do I just K command? Ramp exile? Exile the slick shot? And block the Monk? Is that the best play here? I mean, that's the best way I don't die to mutagenic growth, right? But then we're top decking for our lives? Yikes. So we're dead to mutagenic growth if we don't block the Monk or a slick shot. The thing is, then we're top decking for a 7-mana value spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 down to 12. So we'd only have 8, 7-mana value spells off top. I have to play around the mutagenic growth. Exile. So exile you. X equals 4. Go to blocks, block you. Take 2, down to 7, and draw. Crystals will do. It is a blocker. Yeah, had they not transferred the Corey Steel Cut, That could have been much worse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Opponent asked if I would be willing to concede, and I politely declined. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. A second cutter. Okay. They didn't have the mutagenic growth last time. There's the DRC, triggers the cutter. Goes to attacks. Go to blocks. We block. So again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I can block one more monk. Does mutagenic growth kill me here? Probably, yeah. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Do I have to block more? I think I might have to block more. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll play around it. They mutagenic growth now. I'm not dead. Yes. Trigger. Trigger. And blocks. Down to 5. No growth. We draw. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This will sweep the board. We'll have Emrakul Chrysalis. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Whew. Emrakul has been pulling its weight today, let me freaking tell you. I mean, that's why it is a finisher. Yield all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes on Sanctum. For Cyrus 7 death. Sweep the board. Keeps the Chrysalis. I do not need to attack here. Pass. Swift Spear, DRC. So, I mean, we can DRC haste it or Swift Spear. So I think I'm going to do DRC haste. Fiery Islet. We could crack it, draw a card. Alternatively, we could... No, if I do that, I'm going to double trigger this. So I think I'm just going to go DRC, haste it. Go to combat. Attack. Go to blocks. The question is, should I play the Swift Spear? I think I need to. Well, no, because then it's going to double trigger the Corey Steel Cut, so I'm going to say no. And pass, and pass. Could also Swift Speared. Draw a card. Swift Spear. Violent Urge. Triggers. I'm dead to mutagenic growth. Maybe I should have attacked the Swift Spear instead of the DRC. Down to 3. Opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Yeah, probably should have went for the Swift Spear then. Because at least the DRC, yes, it would have blocked, but then I think that would have been the only thing on board. We can play the Sire. Yeah, we should have played the Swift Spear in retrospect. Trinisphere in. Heat in. Alright, so Rumble out, Ice still out, Ghost Quarter out, Emrakul out, even though it has been pulling its weight. Whew. I mean, yeah, we'll keep this. I just need to land this Trinisphere. If I can find a Sprawl off top, that would be fan-freaking-tastic. Steamman Shock, 17 for Swift Spear, 19. Draw. Talisman, not it. We'll pass. Preordained Trigger, yield all. So no Cutter on 2, no Lick Shot on 2, that's good. Top, draw, Islet, and attacks down to 17 all. End step, fetch, holding up blue, makes me think they have a consign. Commercial District trigger. Chrysalis right now, I'm gonna say Grave. Draw, Rumble. Play Verdant Cat, fetch for our forest. Attempt to resolve Rumble. Oofda. Take the Emrakul. Actually, I think I might take the Sprawl. Take the Sprawl. And pass. And pass. Down to 15. Steel Cutter. Prowess trigger. I want you to tap out that blue source, thank you. Preordain. You do get a monk. This is 5 damage. 3 cards in hand. Top, bottom, draw. 5 down to 10. You could clear the board here, Sire. For red. Do I return and clear or Trinisphere? I think Trinisphere will survive a turn. And pass. Then hope they tap out so I can return clear. EI to yard. 2, 3, 4. Bolt. 7. Down to 2. We're dead to a bolt, dead to a dart. Draw. Dude. Could I please draw into some lands? That would be really good. I mean, we just fire off the return. And we'll pass. Down the 2. Dead to a bolt, dead to a dart. And bolt. And not finding lands there was rough. Alright, we'll bring back the Rumble, trim the Gemstone, and run it back. On the play for game 3, there's Trinisphere, but hell no to this land. Mulligan? That's not much better. but it is workable. Oh, I pitch. Not the K command. We could pitch the K return, but we don't have red. We're keeping the Devour, we're keeping the K command, we're keeping the Rumble. So it's either a K return or the Chrysalis. I'd like to get to the Chrysalis. I think I'm going to pitch the K return. Reveal, trigger. What do I find? I'll play Shifting Woodland on 1, Temple on 2, hold up K command, or potentially Rumble. We'll see. I guess we see a soul and we might go Temple off the bat. K command X2. We don't necessarily need it right away. I guess if they play Show Off. Oh, that's god awful. Myco Spawn can ramp us after the Commander Rumble, but yeah, I guess the Myco Spawn. Woodland pass. And pass. Land. Pass. Could be consigned, so we're going to Rumble here. Cavernous Souls. Perfect. Pass. Fetch Wooded Foothill 19. Slow start for opponent. Worried about a Trinisphere on 2, reasonably. Pass in full. Scouting Tarn. Fetch 18. Steam Vents. EI or Show Off. Corey Steelcut Bobble. Yep. Triggers. Emrakul and Yarva shifting on board's pretty good. Take the 2 down to 18. Bobble trigger and draw Devourer. Name Eldrazi. Cast Chrysalis. Yield all. And we'll pass. Fiery Islet. We have a K command X equals 1. 1, 2. Slick Shot. We can block that. 1. Bolt target me. Yield all. Okay. Go to combat. Go to blocks. We block. We block. And see if you have mutagenic growth. Paying cost. Growth. Sure. Yield all. Sack. Trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're short 1 for the Devour next turn. My thought here is to sack, trigger. Sack, trigger. K command, X1, and exile. Yeah, that was a choice. Draw. Verdant Cat. Fetch for a forest. Kick Myco. Hit the Fiery Islet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Temple. And I mean, this is pressuring lethal on board. They have 3 cards in hand. I think we can attack in. Down to 7. Lethal's on board. EI triggers. And they're going to have to leave a blocker back by this Devourer staring them down. Not to mention, if I find a green source, I win. I guess actually, I should have just went green. Yeah, that's on me. I should just went green for shifting Woodland to Emrakul. 1000% missed that line. Draw, Sanctum. Sanctum trigger, exile DRC. Or exile the Corey Steel Cut. Let's exile the Corey Steel Cut. Yes. For Sire 7 death. And we'll pass in full. No reason to attack here. Pass. Yeah, I missed that line. I just went Forest instead of the Temple. It would have literally won me the game. So if I lose here, that's on me. 1000%. I was thinking about the Devour, not the Emerald Cooling Yard, but opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. And that, friends, is a 7-0 going into the top 8. The only undefeated pilot. Whew. I mean, he played pretty tight the entire night with, I want to say, like, that was definitely the major misplay on my part. I could have ended the game a turn sooner rather than putting us into a position where we could have theoretically, big theoretically, lost. But we got there. All right. Well, with that being said, we'll be back for the quarterfinals of tonight's challenge. See you shortly. All right, we're back for match number 8 on the play for game 1. If I had a red source is good. Sure. If I had a 7-minute value spell, that also could be good. Mega Spawn into red source, K-return. That's my thought, at least. Because we know for a fact that it's energy. So his K-return seems solid. Especially on the play. You go Forest, Lab, Rumble. Okay. This seems okay. Would love to see either a Sprawl, a Talisman, a Fetch, Stomping Ground. Hey, even a Surveillant I'll take. Off the top. So we have plenty of hits. And Rumble will be able to dig us deeper too. So I think this should be fine. Especially on the play. If this on the draw, I'd be a bit more sketched. But then again, we would get some additional looks on top of which. But it might be away from keyboard, so we'll be back once they have pass priority. Alright, opponent is back. Mulligan into 6. We will play Un Forest and pass. And pass. Flooded Strand, fetch, 19 for Sacred Foundry, shock, 17 for Rag. I do hate the Rag. Draw, World Break, Imprint Breaker, Rumble. Oh my word. I'll grab, what do I want here? No matter what, we're playing this one, Mega Spawn next turn, right? Sire Emrakul. We're more likely to get to Sire sooner than Emrakul, though this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, kind of like that Emrakul. At the same time, the Sire's is so good. Right? Next turn we play Myco. We don't imprint. That'd be I guess I'm going to block, so I'm going to be down to 4, 6. Maybe the Sire is the better choice. Like, if we windmill slam a Sire, we win. 5 types in yard, and pass. And hold. The other option, of course, would go Myco for a red source if we don't find one off top. Discharge in response, and pass. And pass. Ragavan will pilfer. Probably pilfer a red source equivalent. Okay, command. Would like that too. Marsh Flats and passing draw. Sprawl. Okay. So what we can do here in that case is play lab, no imprint, Myco spawn, yield all, Stomping Ground shock, we play around Thraben Charm. I'm also half tempted, actually, I'm really tempted to go Shifting Woodland. Really tempted. I'll go Stomping Ground though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It gives me the Chrysalis. I mean, if they Thraben Charm my Sprawl, am I that pressed? I mean, it does. Actually, that does kind of screw me over. Yeah, I'll go Stomping Ground. Shock. Sprawl. Red. And pass. Marsh Flats fetch. 16, surveil. Bombardment to yard and pass. Next we have K-Return or Chrysalis, or both, for that matter. Flooded Strand fetch, 15. Flage, Helix spawn. Yep. Ragavan pilfers. What does Ragavan pilfer this time? Down to 14, Devourer. Would like that too. Draw land. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna wheel slam the Sire. No imprint. Alright, can you deal with the Sire? I mean, if you have Flage plus Thraben Charm. Yeah, Flage plus Thraben Charm would get you there. No shot, that's what you have. Flage. Targets. Me. Draw. Cast Windswept Teeth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Short 1. Go to combat. Swing. Chrysalis. K returns in the wings. Fetch, Arid Mesa, 13. Surveil. Blood Moon, yeah, not doing much right now. Four in hand, the Sire is a game-ending threat in this matchup. Paying cost. Onslaught Pride resolves. A Johnny trigger. resolves. No attacks. Go to end step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. End step. Windswept Teeth, fetch. Commercial District, surveil. Shifting Woodland on top. Trigger 1. Always yield. Trigger 2. Stomping Ground. Return. Opponent scoops it up, we'll take the win. Solid game 1. Unholy Heat. Trim Rumble. Cavernous Souls. Run it back. Alrighty. Let's see if we can close it out in 2. Yeah, Sour is definitely the right choice. That card just ends games against Energy and Prowess. It's just so hard for them to deal with in a meaningful way. That Ragavan pilfering as much as it was a bit scary, though, I will admit. Trying to remember. Let's take a look at our opponent's deck list again. Oh, that's Zoo. Nah, that's not energy. Can we look at our other opponent's deck list, maybe? Potentially. Hold on. Deck search, player. And modern, search. Boros Energy. So this looks to be a bit of an older version, because I feel like we saw... Maybe we did see the Damsphere in this matchup. Tooth Thraben, Voice Flage, Seasoned Pyro. Okay. Yes, on the draw we can make this work. I will keep Reveal, Pass. Elegant Parlor, slow start by opponent, Sacred Foundry T-Yard, and Devourer. I'll grab the Rumble. Forest Sprawl, 4 red, and pass. And pass. Fledgestrand, fetch 19 for Guide, Pride. Up to 20 all. And trigger 21. Draw. Temple. Let's fire off the Rumble. There's Chrysalis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we could grab the Utopia Sprawl for the Devourer. That is a genuine option. The alternative, of course, is Chrysalis the Bog up the board. I want to go Utopia Sprawl. The thing is, a Blood Moon absolutely hoses me. So you're not actually going to go Chrysalis. Play Misty Rain. And pass. I guess maybe playing the Temple may have been right, because that way we could have played the Devourer if we saw another Temple off top. Granted, we let the... granted, we don't block with a spawn, right? 4 in yard. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 short of Emrakul. Chrysalis will help bridge the gap, though. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, one short. So you find a land off top. We should probably keep it. Angle for the Emrakul. Again, granted the spawn stays on board. Right now we're taking 3 down to 17. Potential 5 down to 15. But we'll have a flying blocker next turn. Opponent's tinking hard here. Flage. Flage trigger. Helix target. Spawn. Sack and response. Trigger, yield all. Put a pause on end step. Take 5 down to 15. Yep. Down to 14. Surveil. Temple top. And draw. Play Temple. Cast Chrysalis. Triggers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have the Emrakul next turn if the board state does not change. Flage is unlikely to happen. They just attack with the Ocelot Pride. I think I take it, honestly. Especially because it feels like bait. Yeah, I do wish I played the Temple, Eldrazi Temple, the turn prior. Would have been decent for the Bajuka Bog. Get rid of Flage, right? I guess then we can't angle towards the Emrakul. If they do interact with either our yard or our spawns, we can always Ice Till Bajuka Bog, get rid of the Flage. Because that Arena of Glory hasting it is a little bit scary, I will admit. Combat, attack. Yep, we'll take the 3. Down to 11. And chances are you have a discharge. If you had the bombardment, you had to play it beforehand. So chances are you have a discharge in hand, would be my guess. Ocelot Pride, that's concerning. End step triggers. No land for turn, that is notable. Yield all. Ugh, hate that. Draw, sprawl, temple, sprawl. On you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. For green. He's your friend Emrakul. Question is, will this be enough? I should be smart. Trigger 1. Trigger 2. Yield all. Alright, friend, what you got in hand? Trigger resolves. Body resolves. We'll pass in full. No attacks. Go to end step and show me the discharge. Thraben Charm. Guide of Souls, Rag, draw, Marsh Flats. So we're going to want to fail to find, that's for sure. These Ocelot Prides are a genuine problem, though. We can Arena of Glory, tap it, so they only have 2 mana next turn. The thing is, if I get rid of a Pride right now, it just means they're going to get, what, 4 cats for it? So I think just attacking with the Guide of Souls might be right, as weird as that is. Yeah. So we'll play Marsh Flats. Let's start by fetching. Take a look at their sideboard plan. Exercise. Thraben Charm. 3 Thraben Charms. Wear Tear. Nothing too egregious. Done. Go to combat. Attack with Guide of Souls. Trigger. Yes. On Guide of Souls. Go to blocks. We block. Second main. Haste. And play nothing. We could theoretically play the Rag, but no. We'll pass in full. We're looking for a K return off top is what I need. Either that or Sire's 7 Death. We're going to Bojuka Bog out the Flay, so that's a non-issue. They have a Rag, they have a Guy. They can play the Rag and Guy. They trigger the Ocelot Pride. The question is whether or not they attack. 4, 6, 7, down to 4. I mean, it's looking good for them if they do that correctly. They could also float one more thing. That's true as well. Well. So I desperately need a K return as it stands. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a world where you can make it work. Attack all. Yep, so they're going to float 1. Yep, we'll block a Pride. Down to 8. Down to 2. Dead to Flage is their thought. They have the Rag in hand. Alright. I mean, comes down to K return, right? K return a bust. Draw. Ooh. Okay. Well, this is awkward on many scenarios. They hit their land drop. So I think my only chance is to go Ice Till. Yeah, we have to go Ice Till. So I'll go Ice Till, fetch for a forest. We should have a forest left, right? We do. Ice Till. They have a Rag and an Unknown in hand. Fetch. Mill a card. Temple is one of the cards I need. Grab Temple. Mill a card. I need the K return. If I find the K return off this mill, Forest, Mill, Damn it. Alright, I mean, we tried. We had exactly 7 for the Devour to trigger the K return. We just couldn't find it. We'll concede. Well, I can't say we didn't play to routes. Let's go to side. And bring back Rumble. Trim the gemstone. Run it back. We're on the play, so that will make it a bit better. I guess that is a fair point. I should have fetched first. I mean, if he milled the forest at that point, it didn't matter. We were just dead regardless, right? But no, you're correct. We should have played to that. Yeah. Needed to see the K return milled over. On the play for game 3. Weird hand. I can't keep it. Mulligan. Like a 7-minute value spell, maybe, but mulligan. I can keep this, though. What do we pitch? Double Rumble. And Devourer. I like it. I think I pitch Emrakul. I don't know. Double Rumble makes me feel like I want to keep the Emrakul. But I want these lands. Could pitch a forest, I suppose. But then I can't Wooded Foothills until next turn. Wooded Foothills is good into yard in case of an Ice Till later. Do I just pitch a Rumble then? I think we just pitch a Rumble then. Yeah, let's do that. Reveal, trigger. Chrysalis is solid. I'll go Chrysalis. I will play the Temple and pass. And pass. No turn on Ragavan, please. Sacred Foundry Shock 4. Rag. Sucks. Draw. Forest. Rumble. I hate that. I want Talisman in yard. Grab Lab. Grab Lab. And pass. Yeah, these Rumbles have been god-awful today, I will say. Do you have a discharge? No discharge. I will block that every single time. Three in yard. Land drop for turn and passing. Draw. Myco spawn. Fetch. Shock. Chrysalis. Chrysalis. Yield all. Next turn we have a kicked Myco. And hold. Yeah, the kicked Myco or Devourer, depending on what we want to do. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too short of Emrakul. Fetch. Untap Plains. Feels like a Blood Moon. Feels like a Blood Moon. If it's a Blood Moon, I'm okay with this. Thraben Charm. Sack and response. They're trying to keep me off of double colorless. That's a Blood Moon. I'm okay with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will be short one of the kick, though, is the only downside. I would love to have kicked here if there's a Blood Moon. Keep them off of white. But this still, I feel like this is such a bad play for them. They're so behind on board. Like, I don't care at this point. Yep, that's fine. 4-7, short, 6 for Emrakul. Temple. We'll play the Temple. Do I even play the Mycospawn then? It's tempting not to. I'm honestly tempted not to fire off the Mycospawn here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold this. I think I'm going to hold this so I can kick. Take a plains. Keep him off a double white. Marsh Flats, sure. Paying cost for another Blood Moon? Be my guest. Draw. Windswept Teeth. Kick. So, about that Plains opponent. No more Flage for you. I will say this is Energy Pilot's worst thing. They feel like Blood Moon is such a good card in this matchup. It is your worst enemy if I have a single colorless every time. I'll go double green. That way I can play Ice still if I top it. Alright, pass. Yeah, they were 1000% banking on Ragavan hitting me on turn 2. The fact that I had the Rumble is what absolutely hosed them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 short. Would love to see an Ice Tail off top. 1, 2, 3, 6. World Breaker would be great as well. Take him off of white completely. Like, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling at this point. No reason for me to be too aggressive, to play into a Flage, hitting the Mycospawn for the Rog Pilfer. I don't want to give them double white. Under any freaking circumstance. Draw. Temple. We'll play the Temple. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 next turn. We'll pass. You have a discharge. And pass. We're just chilling, opponent. I have no reason to do anything here. But Johnny, that's a bit annoying, admittedly. And draw. Utopia Sprawl. That's pretty good here. We have plenty of red. We'll go more green. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here's a funny thing. If they kill a creature, we have Emrakul. I might block the cat. I might block the cat, honestly. Yeah, block the cat. A Johnny triggers. I don't know, hits the Myco. And that gives me exactly 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, exactly. Attack of the cat. Freaking dare you. Yeah, opponent kept a hand that was heavily Blood Moon focused. Great against Tron, not against E-Ramp. I can play through it all day long. I will say that Charisma's pick earlier was good on my part. Glad we went that route rather than... What was my other choice? I forget what my other choice was. Maybe Chrysalis was in my opening. Maybe I'm thinking last game, probably. I forget what I picked off of. Was it maybe it was Rumble? I don't know. Opponent attacking. Yep, we're blocking. Flip the Johnny. See if I care. Opponent's tinkin'. Tinkin' real hard here. I mean, if you play nothing else, we're gonna double attack towards a Johnny. Johnny flips. Do it. Ping the Myco spawn. You know you want to. It's in your DNA. Yes! I love it when a good plan comes together. And draw. It's an Emrakul friend. Opponent, you should have seen that bait a mile away. You should have seen that bait a mile away. Like, please, 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 do yourself a favor. Always count to see if I hit 13. If I hit 13, you cannot let me hit 13, no matter what. What you got? What's in your hand? It can't be anything good. Not with this Emrakul staring you down. I mean, we're gonna kill a Johnny with itself. Swing Ragavan Cat into Chrysalis Emrakul. If Flaven Charm doesn't deal with the Chrysalis, you'd have to double discharge Chrysalis. And if you had discharge, you would have used it a long time ago. So what the hell is in your hand? Probably Flage? But then you would have flaged the Myco spawn. But it's not even gonna let me take a peek. They said, nah, I'm good. I'm out. Alright. Solid stuff. Yeah. I mean, this is why I always block Ragavan. I have that spawn, I'm like, cool. I'm sending it straight into Ragavan every time, without a doubt in my mind. Good stuff. Alright. Well, we'll be back for for the semifinals of tonight's challenge. Alright, we're back for match 9 on the play for game 1. A Soul Land makes this hand better, right? Sure. We'll play the odds. Let's see if the odds play me. 8 hits off top. Reveal Devourer. Trigger. Yeeks. I'll take the Gemstone. I don't like it, but I think I have to. Gemstone. Shift. Pass. Pass. Alright, what's our opponent on? Arid Mesa. Fetch. Is it Sacred Foundry? Rag. Can we all come together to agree? Stop with the turn 1 Ragavan. I am sick and tired of seeing turn 1 Ragavan every single game. I am sick and tired of it. Talisman. Pass. And pass. So what are we playing against? Is this Blink or is this Energy? I guess it could be Zoo, but unlikely. So probably Energy or Blink. Sire. I don't like that. But I really like that. Would have been able to K-command that in next turn. Or I guess the turn after. I hate Ragavan so much. Such an annoying card. Like, if it either pilfered or made a treasure, I would be a bit more okay with it. The fact that it pilfers and makes a treasure is what annoys me. Honestly, I think the pilfering annoys me most of all, to be completely honest. Rude is what that was. So this is Blink then. Means I don't have a red source now. I don't like that. I think I need to get rid of the Ragavan though. Do you have a consign? What do you do pitch, by the way? Solitude? Wow, that's kind of wild. I will ramp in exile. Ramp exile, yeah. Done. Rag down, pass. Hallowed Fountain, shock, Felio. Not much I can do about that at this current moment in time. I guess I could have waited for the Felio. Riddler, they're gonna Felio Riddler anyways. Unless they draw into land plus Ephem. No, they may have. I might have just done that. Warp trigger. Yield all. Yield all. Draw. Land. Ugin. Alright. Cast Talisman. And pass. We do need a land. My percent chance of hitting off top, though, is relatively high. My thought process was if I find a non-land red... or a non-red land, we could then play Talisman of the Chrysalis. Unfortunately, we're going to see the Rag and then Felio Flicker. Yeah, not looking good. We'll sack in response. And pass in full. And Rag Pilfer for Myco. Yeah, we wouldn't have seen anything, unfortunately. I guess seeing the Myco would have been good, but then we wouldn't have it. K-Command. K-Command can Felio. They could have Consign, though. We could Writhing Chris, but Writhing Chris is going to get flickered by Felio, so that's a moot point. So we need to K-Command, exile Felio, block the Rag, and pray they don't have a Flasion hand. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, okay. That March was kind of rough. To be fair, that initial search off Devour is kind of bad. Do I wait after they draw? No, I'm going to ramp, I'm going to exile. Done. And hold. We wouldn't have seen the K command due to the fact that Ragavan dug us one deeper by seeing the Myco. If we had K command Scryed, we would have seen the Myco instead if we would have bottomed the Ugin, is the thing. So the math doesn't math, unfortunately. If this is a Flays, they win. Yep, concede. Alright, so this is Blink. Lost for game one. Yeah, this game was over from the start. The Devourer was rough. Yeah. The first Devourer is rough on its own, and then the March robbing us of a mana source was bad for us. There was little we could do. Even if we had put the Ugin in the bottom, drawn the Myco spawn, Ragavan would have hit us, and then we would have seen the Ragavan pilfer the K command, right? Then we would have had zero chance. At most we could have played the Chrysalis for it to get flickered by the Felia, and then we were just SOL. That was not conducive to a winning game. Trim a return, trim a gemstone. That was not a good start. Alright, let's run it back. I mean, I'd much rather they Felia flicker the spawn than Felia flicker something else. And if they don't Felia flicker the spawn, then I guess I can block worst comes to worst. It wouldn't have saved the game. No matter what we did, it was a moot point. I could argue the Scry Draw was the better choice just due to the fact that Felia was going to flicker something. And in that moment, it was likely going to flicker the spawn because they were just pressuring board at that point. But it mattered not in the grand scheme. But I could see the argument for Scry Draw to try and find the land. Because then we play Chrysalis, Felia flickers Chrysalis. Maybe we get somewhere, but it's unlikely. On the play for game 2, let's not have... Jesus Christ, what are these hands today? I mean, we've won plenty of games, but still, this has been rough. I mean, I can't, in good faith, keep this. I mean, we're able to Ice Tilt early, but an early Solitude just hoses me. It's very top deck reliant. We have Heat for Felia, and that's about it. We have Heat for Rog, which is nice, but on the play... I guess the question is, what are we looking for? Early Chrysalis is good. K-Command's good. What's our hits off top here? We go... I guess we do get an additional look off the Wooded Foothill. Fine. I'll keep. We get an additional look off the Wooded Foothill. We have interaction for early Rag or Felia. Wooded Foothill. Pass. I still the ramp playthrough. Here's the Rag. We'll go to end step. Fetch. Surveil. Sire top. Draw. Imprint. Talisman. Heat. Pass. And pass. Opponent's passing. Could be Felia. We'll draw Myco. Don't want to play into Consign, so we're going to play land. And then Ice Till. Only thing they could have played there is Strict Serenade, Wooded Foothills, Mill. There's Solitude, that's fine. Do I want to mill again here? I'm not sure if I need to. What would be the benefit? There wouldn't be one right now. That's fine. Evoke. Mill Emrakul. That is interesting. Okay. We'll pass. Do you have Felia here on 2? Sacred Foundry Shock. Let's see the Felia. Yep. Pass in full. Do they play the Riddler? They can't play Charmal. We played around that. There's Riddler, draw a card. Do they find another land? No matter what, they're going to have both. They did find other lands. They could have Consign. Don't like that. Draw a card. I sit here and say Philia might be the worst card in this deck, but at the same time, moments like this is where it shines. Fetch. Stomping Ground tapped. Draw up to 4. And draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in that case, lab, no imprint. Talisman. Kick. Kick white source or blue source, regardless we're hitting red. We'll hit red, blue, and yield. No consign. In that case, we're going to go Cavernous Souls so we can resolve the Sire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. The only downside is this does turn on Charma. I wonder if I should have went for Shifting Wood instead. The only problem is that if they just draw into a land, they have it. So it's a moot point. Do you have the Charma? Shit. Yeah, Sire down. They had they had a Surveil land. So I guess they didn't have the land. Shoot. Yeah, that complicates things. And then Felia, Flicker, Myco. No reason to... I guess you could go that route. Ugh. We'll trade. Last time for me to get to do this anyways. Yeah. Draw. Verdant Cats. Not doing too much here. I'll pass. If we had grabbed a basic, or basically anything that didn't generate colors, we may have been in the clear. We could have avoided the Charma, potentially. Down to 6. To Fairy. To Fairy bounce. We could have theoretically played around the Charma, but then we can't guarantee that the Sire resolves. Hence why I went for the Cavernous Souls was the thing. We wouldn't have been able to kick and then... because we would have had to still tap it. Huh. Yep, Surveil. End step. Fetch down to 5. Stomping Ground tapped. I don't think there's an out here. We'll draw. Nope. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunately, game 1, we just had a pretty bad start. Interesting. Yeah. Not too much we can do here. We take 8, we lose. We're down to 6, so we can't cast Devour. If we had Devour, we could at least exile Charma Riddler, but oh well. It is what it is. The Felia starts and Ragavan starts are definitely where it's at for this deck, and our opponent had it both games. Alright. Unfortunate. But hey, I will still take it, because I think that means top 4. But still really solid run. I mean, 7-1 at the end of 8 is very, very good. Game 1 was pretty unfortunate off the Devour. We just saw a whole lot of nothing. To be fair, I was fully expecting my opponent to either be on, I think, either on Prowess or on Gorgios. Was not expecting Blink, I'll be real. I know them in person, so Blink was unexpected. It's usually not their cup of tea. So seeing them on it was a bit surprising, but I guess it is all access, so makes sense they might be trying something different. So that would make sense. Yeah, well, with that being said, still pretty happy with the run overall. Game 2, I don't know. I think in order to guarantee the resolution of Sire, we needed to go for the Talisman play, right? So we played the lab. Yeah, we couldn't. There's no world where I could return or hold up the Sire is the problem, or hold up the lab of the Sire. Because my goal at that point is trying to guarantee its resolution through a Consign or Strict Serenade. But they have the Charmal. We're just banking on them basically not having the third land. Alright. Well, it is what it is. With that being said, that there will be the end of tonight's YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see the lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback. Be much appreciated. For as much that I hope y'all learn from me in both my success and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you're responding to the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we continue to grow this channel. Last but not least, if you have reached... No, I already said that part. However, if you do want to watch these videos recorded live over on Twitch, you can find me there Sundays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. CST for the weekend challenges. Otherwise, you can head over to my Patreon, where you can watch these ad-free and early. With that being said, though, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye!